Alright, and back from a wonderful vacation on the beaches of the Bahamas. It is personal foul. No, we did not get canceled.
No.
We didn't. We're still not getting paid. That's okay.
We're on a strike.
We're on a strike. And we've come back at perhaps a perfect time
Yes.
because we have reached the most exciting set of weeks on the calendar, the NBA playoffs. And I guess that's where we're going to get started this week. And we're going to be talking about the LA Lakers, who just came back from what I would say a dominating performance against the Nuggets.
Yeah, I think it was a dominating performance. I think it was a very impressive win by the Lakers. There's a lot of questions for them coming into the playoffs, with them kind of struggling of late. Their chemistry wasn't that great, and then Mike Brown still really didn't have a set rotation coming off the bench. And luckily, it was a good thing. I guess he didn't have it set because we found a gem in Jordan Hill that we did not know we had.
Jordan who?
Jordan
Hill.
Yeah,
Jordan Hill, that guy.
Yeah, that guy. You know, the guy we traded Fisher for. He actually did some good in this series. But the talk for the first game of the series was none other but Andrew Bynum, who recorded a triple double, went 5 for 7 from the floor, had 13 rebounds, and tied the NBA record with 10 blocks. 10 blocks.
Truly a dominating performance. Ty Lawson had usually a very good slasher. Guy that gets into the paint, absolutely had no answer for Bynum's defensive presence. Had one of the worst games in his career yesterday. And Bynum really was the figure that the most dominating presence, I think, on the Lakers team, and pretty much led them single-handedly to a pretty good dominating performance against the Nuggets in Game 1.
Yeah, it's funny because you would never think that Kobe would ever get outshined by somebody else, especially in the playoffs, but he was, because Bynum did. I mean, he was the most dominant player because he affected the game in many ways. He not only blocked 10 shots, but he changed like Mike Brown said, a gazillion shots. It was awesome on the defensive end. He was actually engaged in the game. So he goes to show us that if he's actually focused in the game and wants to play defense, he's one of the best big men in the league.
Exactly. And other notable performances, he had Powell, who had yet another near triple-double. Steve Blake hit a pair.
Who?
Steve Blake. Remember that guy? The guy that we've been criticizing for...
Yeah, the guy we got 2 years ago to make those type of shots.
He actually showed up at a
right.
perfect time and hit a couple of threes in the first half. And really, a pretty easy win by the Lakers. And I can't say we've said that for quite a while now, yeah.
Another thing we should mention, though, is Kobe. He started off kind of rusty. He went 2 for 10 to start off the game. But towards the second half in the fourth quarter, he went 8 for 13 to finish 10 for 23 for 31. So although the volume of shots was up, but he was more efficient in the second half, which is very promising for Laker fans out there.
Yeah, we actually haven't seen that side of Kobe in quite a while either. Just the ability for him to come back from a shooting slump, be more of a facilitator, take on a more active role defensively, and really turned a bad game into a good game, which is what we've been trying to see from Kobe for a majority of this season. He's gotten into these slumps, and he's kept shooting, taking bad shot selection, taking jumpers to try to get his rhythm going. But in yesterday's game, we saw him just pass more, be more of a facilitator for his team, and actually turn a bad game into a good game.
Yeah, also to mention Devin Ebanks, he did a good job as well. He had a mess around. Devin Ebanks, you remember?
No.
He was the guy that started the season for the Lakers and then was buried in Mike Brown's bench for a while. But,
that guy.
Yeah, that guy. And he was a wild card, as George Karl said, the wild card that the Lakers used. And he came up big. He played really good in the first half, scored all his points there. And also, I think we got to appreciate Pau Gasol. I mean, he almost messed around and got a triple-double himself. And I think Pau Gasol is really gone under the radar this season because people think he's taking a step back. But I think just the emergence of Bynum that's caused his numbers to drop. But he's already the most efficient power forward we have in the league today.
Yes, and the Lakers were actually kind of... people were kind of questioning how great they would be coming into this game for the simple fact that Metta World Peace was suspended for an accidental elbow. Not quite accidental, but yes, he was suspended, and people were questioning whether the Lakers would come out with a defensive presence out there, losing their best defender arguably on the floor. and they have one of the best defensive showings of the year. It was kind of great to see.
Because also you gotta mention that the Denver Nuggets was the league leading scorer in the NBA.
Points.
Yes, in points. So they averaged, I think, 108 points or something in a game, and they held them to 88 to 35% shooting. And although most of that probably is because of Bynum and his effectiveness in the paint, but the whole team played great team defense as well. And kudos to Mike Brown. I mean, that's why we brought him in. So yeah, we're actually giving Mike Brown credit on this show, but still,
wow,
it's not enough though. Mike Brown knows he needs 15 more wins in order for the team to actually buy into him. So.
Yes. Okay, so with yesterday's game out of the way, what can we expect out of this series as far as the Lakers are concerned?
More of the same.
More of the same.
Yeah, more of the same. I think Bynum. I think a light bulb went off yesterday. It's like, wow, I can affect the game without shooting the ball. Like I did not know that was possible. But it is Andrew Bynum. It is possible to affect the game without shooting the ball, and that's by playing defense. So I expect the Lakers to pound the ball inside again with Gasol and Bynum. Nobody can match their height, and then Kobe's going to be Kobe, and the Lakers are gonna go off and win game 2.
What about the series?
Lakers are going to win the series too. So I have a bone to pick with Charles Barkley because he picked the Denver Nuggets to beat the Lakers. Like, come on, Chuck. Really? Come on, Charles. You're better than that.
Man.
No way.
You know, I could kind of see Chuck's point. I mean, I'll play devil's advocate concerning the Lakers' win in a dominating fashion yesterday. Ty Lawson, a guy that was a stalwart on my fantasy team, Snooki's demon child. Ty Lawson had probably, as I mentioned earlier, one of the worst games in his career. Do I think that he's going to have bad games in the future? I would say so because of Bynum's presence and the fact that he's a slasher, but he's not going to play as bad as he did yesterday. So I would keep an eye out for that. Also, Denver is a very tough place to play in. The thin air, just the excitement in the stadium. So I guess I foresee the Lakers maybe dropping a game or two.
Yeah, well, I'm not saying they're going to sweep, but I do think I'll be surprised if they don't finish it in 5. No, I don't think it's going to go more than 6. But
yeah,
I think they're going to win the series.
I would say the Lakers in 6, but you know, Denver's not a bad team, and I guess that's why yesterday's win was so impressive. But I wouldn't expect wins in such a dominating fashion in the future. I guess that's what I'm trying to say. Actually, there's another thing to talk about. That's Jordan Hill. Who has gotten himself into some legal trouble. Not the first Laker to do it.
No, come on, don't go there. That's a cheap shot.
Certainly
cheap
won't
shot.
be the last. So Jordan Hill, it happens. Jordan Hill got himself into a domestic dispute in his days in Houston, and now he is paying the cost with a man.
Yeah, well, he might not be able to play, I think, game 2, because then he has a court date at like 6:30 or something.
Yeah, something we're all familiar with.
Yeah, we've seen this story before.
Yes.
But last time that happened, that guy came back from court, hit a game winner against who?
The
Denver Nuggets. Something about Denver Nuggets. I think that's the worst of Lakers. I don't know.
Or the best.
Or the best, yeah.
Yeah, Jordan Hill may miss some time, which is kind of sad considering that he's worked his way into the rotation.
Yeah. Being
a guy that is actually grabbing rebounds and being a defensive presence, something that the Lakers big men have kind of been inconsistent with. It's going to be interesting to see who replaces him if he indeed misses time. It's going to be Joshua Roberts or Troy Murphy. Both of them have had very spotty performances. But the Lakers are going to miss Jordan Hill, I think. He's been a guy that's really a blue-collar guy, grabbing rebounds, playing defense. And the Lakers simply don't have that behind Bynum and Powell. So I guess we're going to wish him time back and stay out of trouble.
Stay out of prison.
Stay out of prison. Don't go to jail. Keep your hands to yourself, I guess.
Obey the law, people. Obey the law.
Yeah. I know Isaac looks like a mean gangster guy, but listen to him. Obey the law.
Obey the law.
Obey the law.
Come on. But a cool little fact here, though, Kobe Bryant is 11-0 when he wins Game 1 in the playoffs. So
that's actually a very good record.
Yeah, so that's pretty good. So yeah. So
another interesting thing. This is the first Lakers playoff series in this decade without Phil Jackson coaching them, which is actually also, kind of a new thing and scary.
Yeah, scary.
So and we'll be back here next week. Hopefully the Lakers will have wrapped away the series, My gut feeling tells me maybe there'll be a game or two to play, but we'll be back here and recap everything that's gone on.
Yep. Go Lakers.
Go Lakers, I guess. Time to take off these glasses.